How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. Now on today's show, we're going to take a look back at Wednesday's Champions League games, and we're also going to be talking about Kylian Mbappe because he's confirmed that he will leave Paris Saint-Germain.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So the first place we're going to start is Wednesday night's Champions League games, and they weren't that exciting. I was watching these and I was kind of flicking through the two games, and it weren't really, just didn't really feel that great, either of the games. One little observation that I was, looking at with these Champions League games, and ever since they've got rid of the away goals rule, I don't know whether that's kind of maybe dampened these games and it just makes them a little bit less exciting. I've never liked the away goals rule, probably because Arsenal have ended up going out of the competition on the away goals rule, and when it happens to you, it's never nice. You always feel like, hold on a minute, we've not actually been beaten and it's just a rule that's knocked us out, but we all knew what it was. I just feel that when that was there, the away sides came out a little bit more. They were really trying to score goals because they needed those away goals because they were like bonuses. But now they don't count. You kind of look at the away teams and they kind of sit back. They kind of, soak it up and just, if it's the first leg in particular, say, you know what, we could get out of here with a 0-0. We'd be happy with that. And then we go back to our place and, we're confident that we can get the job done. There's never that risk of, okay, we can't get a 0-0. We need an away goal because if we go at home and we haven't got an away goal, then they score, then we need two. And all these permutations are running through your mind when the away goals rule was there. But now it's not. It's a weird one. But yeah, so in terms of the games, Lazio against Bayern Munich, and this was a brilliant win for Lazio, 1-0. Immobile with the penalty, Upamecano sent off. Bayern Munich will be kicking themselves because in the first half, they had plenty of chances to score in this. Harry Kane missed a big chance. But they're just going for a really, really bad patch at the moment, Bayern Munich. When you think about what happened, to them in the league game just before this and how they were beaten 3-0. And yeah, things are just not right at the moment. They look a team very void of ideas, and they look like a team that's very depleted and deflated, and they just don't look good. I feel that the only thing with Lazio that they might look at is that in that final 30 minutes against 10 men, they had some really good opportunities to get a second goal. And I feel that they probably needed that second goal to go to, the Allianz and feel like they can get the job done. I still feel that Bayern Munich will get the job done, back in Munich. But with the way they're playing at the moment, that's not a foregone conclusion, is it? But Lazio, that's a brilliant win for them. Massive win. And if they can go and get the job done, then that is a big result. And one of the big hitters gone. So yeah, very interesting result. PSG against Real Sociedad, 2-0 to PSG. And again, it was one of those games similar to the Lazio Bayern one where, Real Sociedad will probably be kicking themselves that they didn't take some chances that they had in the first half. Second half, Kylian Mbappe scores to put them 1-0 up. And then it was kind of, plain sailing and in control. And they get the second goal. And you've got to look at that and say they've probably got the job done. That I know 2-0 is a very dangerous scoreline because Sociedad, if they score early in the second game, then, anything can happen. And PSG's record at this stage of the competition is poor. I think they've been knocked out 5 of the last 8 at this stage, something like that. So, it's definitely one of those ones that you can't rule out, but anything can happen. But yeah, PSG 2-0 winners, and they will be very happy with that. And sticking with PSG, the news that broke yesterday, I think everybody knew this was going to happen, but there was the confirmation that Kylian Mbappe will be leaving Paris Saint-Germain at the end of the season on a free transfer. Wow, that's going to be one of the biggest free transfers for generations. That is huge, huge. Obviously his wages and the signing on fee and everything else is going to be extortionate. It's going to be insane. But to get him for free at 25 years old, listen, I would love him at Arsenal. And, you know, let's make this very clear. I'm 99.9% certain that he is going to Real Madrid. We all know it. But there's that tiny little percent that makes you dream. Can we get him to follow in the footsteps of his idol, Thierry Henry? That number 14 shirt. Oh, mate. Listen, we can all dream. And I think the three names that have been mentioned are, of course, Real Madrid, Arsenal and Liverpool. Liverpool, I'm not so sure because of the whole news with Jurgen Klopp. What's going to happen with them? Who's taking over? How's it all going to work? Mbappe is at that age now where he can't, you know, afford to mess around for another 3-4 years at a club and, you know, hope for something to happen. And, you know, you never know. Liverpool could bring in somebody like an Alonso and it could work straight away. And it could end up being an unbelievable move. But we don't know. So there's uncertainty. Arsenal ready-made. It's there to go and to take us to that next level. Real Madrid is Real Madrid. You know, the Galacticos, it's crazy the amount of players they've got. What I would say is that for Real Madrid to possibly fund this, they're going to have to get rid of some players. And I feel that if that happens, Arsenal need to be at the front of the queue. And, you know, there's a couple of Real Madrid players in particular that may be a part of that, you know, exodus that they get rid of. And I would be first in line for a couple of them. Most definitely first in line. But, yeah, listen, it's probably going to rumble on for a little while longer. It'd be interesting to see, you know, what happens and how it finally gets finalised. But yeah, Kylian Mbappe is going to be a free agent, free transfer. Unbelievable. Could you imagine if he did go to an Arsenal, for example, and he comes to the Premier League and the head-to-head, Arsenal, Man City, Haaland, Mbappe. Mate, that would be one for the ages. Oh, that would be unbelievable. But we can all dream. We can all dream. So, listen, that is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you a lot soon. I'm out of here.